All right, so last week was week 49 of running my own consultancy. The big thing was hiring, so I'm building out a new team right now and getting writing samples all over the place. But before we talk about that, it's super hot today, so I'm gonna get some water. So, the thing about hiring. When I'm hiring, I'm looking for 3 specific things. 1, are you following directions from the ad? I asked for 3 representative samples of the work. 2, are you showing that you read the ad? Now, I've gotten a couple of really solid applications where one of the roles I'm hiring for is a product writer. You need to be able to do FAQs and landing pages and stuff like that. And I've gotten a couple of candidates, but one person really stands out to me. They have said, got a lot of work to do, but here are the things that you can do. Here's my background. And I think that's cool because I put my background in the job ad too, just to give a sense of who you're working with and those kind of expectations, especially if you take a look at the publications that I've run in the past. And then the third thing is obviously the work. I don't expect it to be stellar out of the gate, or at least to the standard that I'm trying to set, because I have incredibly high standards and I don't expect somebody to nail it right out of the gate. I can always tell within the first few lines whether or not it's going to be a good fit. I do try to balance my teams though. I want some people that are going to be able to take the lead and I'm not going to have to do a whole lot of editorial work, but then there are other people who I want to be able to shape and mold. That's one of the most important things as an editor. They're not going to come into it with a lot of bad habits. So those are 3 of the things that I'm looking for. The other thing I'm looking for working with freelancers is team dynamics. I love working with freelancers primarily because freelancers are a little bit hungrier. Your whole livelihood is going to depend on whether or not you have repeat work. To have that repeat work, you have to bring it time and time and time again. But the thing about being a freelancer is that it can get awfully lonely. It's just your relationship with the editor. You don't necessarily have the bigger context as to what's going on within the company. It's straight assignment. What I'm looking for is I build a team. I have at least a monthly meeting, if not a weekly meeting. We're able to brainstorm ideas, kick things around with each other. The other thing that I really look for, I try to have a generalist author, a subject matter expert, and somebody who can build really solid relationships within the company. There's always this level of navigation that needs to happen. So if I can have somebody that's both really personable and writes really well, then it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So that's what I'm looking for when I hire. And I've got some really good candidates right now. I've got the job ads out there. Because I'm hiring, I think it only makes sense that I ask you, do you wanna come work with me? And yeah, I guess that's the end of the vlog.